Hey guys, this is Brianna. Today I'm going to instruct you on how to decorate a cake. Now most of you may not be familiar with all this fun stuff, but today I'm going to make it a little bit easier. Okay, we're going to start off by icing the cake. Might make it a little easier to keep the cake from sliding around if you take it out of the container, put it on a foam board, and just place a little bit of icing on the bottom. Keep it from sliding around a lot. Okay. Flip the cake over so it's really flat and not so rounded on this side. So there we go. Make sure it's on there really good and stable. Now we're going to ice the cake. Make sure you have all the colors that you need ready for you and right by your side. So today I'm going to do a cake with white icing, red roses, a white border, and green leaves. Now make sure that you have icing bags ready for all of these. And I'm going to show you how to put icing bags together. You're going to need 3 icing bags. I have a rose tip. For the roses, this is a 104 tip. Then I have a tip for the leaves. It's a 352 tip. Then I have a tip for the border, and it's a 20. Then I have little couplers that we're going to put in the icing bags and screw together so that it holds the tips together. Okay, well I'm going to start off by icing the cake. You want to get a good bit of icing on the top so that you don't have to run back and forth trying to get icing. Okay, we're just going to smooth it like so. It's kind of stiff icing. You may want to let your icing sit out for a little bit so it's not. Okay, and once we've done that, you want to take it and smooth it again. Just like lightly, barely touch it and pull. You don't want to bear down too hard because you'll end up pulling half the icing off the cake. So you just want to do it barely. You just want to get that smooth effect on the cake so it's not so lumpy. Okay, and once we've done the sides, then we're going to do the top the same way. We're just going to take it and gently pull. Just enough to get a smooth top. You don't want to touch down too hard because you may scrape the top of the cake. It's a lot easier when you have a turntable, but we make do. Once you get the top good and smooth, I'm going to show you an up-close view of how you want your cake to be really good and smooth. Okay, here we go. This is what you want your cake to look like once you get done icing the top. And then the sides. It's going to be really good and smooth for us to decorate, okay? Notice I had a little boo-boo on the side, so I'm going to go ahead and fix that right quick. Okay, once we're finished with that, we're going to assemble our icing bag. Alrighty, we have 3 colors that we're going to want to use. We have a green, a white, and a red. Alright. Now I'm going to show you how to assemble an icing bag. You're going to take just an icing bag like this. You're going to fold it down. Around your hands like so. And once you get to the bottom like this, you're going to take your coupler. We're going to stuff it down to the very top like this. Okay, then we're going to take a pair of scissors. Okay, we've got a pair of scissors. Sorry. Okay, then we're going to cut. We're going to see where the end of it is. Slide it down a little bit and cut where the end of it was. Like this right here. Okay? Once we have that, we're going to assemble the icing bag. We're going to take a spatula, we're going to scrape the green. Just going to stuff in the icing bag and going to scrape it off down in there. So like so. Make sure you get all the icing out of the container. You never know if you're going to need it. Okay, once we're done with that, kind of unfold the top of it and squeeze it down until it reaches the end. So that's what your icing bag is going to look like when you're done. Okay? Now that we're done with the green, I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to grab another icing bag. We're just going to fold it down just the same like we did the other one. Okay, let's show it an up-close view. We have our icing bag, and we have it folded down like so. We're going to take the coupler, place it at the very end of the bag, like this. We're going to scratch off the end like this so that we know where the end of it is. Then we're going to squish it down. Then we're going to cut the tip of that off so that the tip is at the very end of the bag like this. Then we're going to put the white in the bag. Going to stuff it down there just like we did the green. Okay. So like this one. Then we're going to do the red the same way. It's good to get all your icing bags ready at one time so that you're not having to go back and forth and get it ready. You can just decorate your cake how you want it. Make sure you don't cut off too much at the end of your icing bag for the coupling feeling, because if you do, when you're icing or writing on it, the end will just bust out and go all over your cake. So just be real careful of how close you get it to the coupler. Swap this one off right quick so we don't have red and white mixed together to make pink. Okay. And we're going to put this icing in there just like we did the other two. I already had my icing pre-mixed. But it's not that hard to do if you have the right coloring. And so to mix it with white better for the icing. Okay. Once we have this red bag done, I'm going to go ahead and border my cake. I'm going to do a leaf border on the bottom. I'm going to take my leaf border tip, which is the tip that's 352. And I'm going to border the bottom to do like a leaf. Let's get up a little closer and let you see that close view. Alright, now, when you do a leaf border, it takes a lot of practice. You have to know how much pressure to apply to the bag. If you apply too much, it's going to bust out. You apply not enough, and your leaf isn't going to be fully fulfilled. Okay, so we're going to screw the coupler on, just like this. You don't want to do it too tight because you'll bust the coupler. You don't want to do it too loose because it'll bust off. So you just have to know the right amount. Okay, with the cake, you going to do a border, okay? Just twist the bag like this. Make sure you have the right side of the leaf. A lot of tips are different. Just want to push and release. Push and release. And it's going to look like this. Now pretty, put it the whole bottom like that. If I had a turntable, this wouldn't take near as long. Let's let y'all see what the progress that I'm making. Okay, got this far. I'm going to do this last bit right here. Like that. This is the end product. See? Pretty. Okay. Then for the top border, I'm going to take the white icing bag and my border tip. This is what the border tip looks like. It's just a little spiral looking border. Then I'm just going to screw this one on top like this to hold the tip down in there real good. Okay. There y'all are. Alright. Now, for the tip, I'm going to do just the same as I did before with the top, with the bottom as I did. I'm going to do the top. Alright. Just going to take it, and I'm going to do what I call a figure 8 border. And it's going to be like the figure 8, just like this. Real easy and simple. Okay. Just going to figure 8 the whole top of the cake. And it's going to look like this. Kind of like that. Kind of like a really elegant border. And when we get finished with that, top is going to look like this. See how elegant that border looks with just a little spiral? We're going to leave bottom border like this. Okay? Now I'm going to put drop flowers on the top. Drop flowers, they're an easier type of top to do. Then I'm going to apply some rose buds. Okay. First I'm going to try some swirly drop flowers. Let's just do regular drop flowers first. Just going to take, just without anything on it, just the cover. And you're going to just gently squeeze. Like so. And you're going to have little Hershey Kisses looking things. What I do is I usually get a cup of water. Just barely dip my finger in and I pat it down. So I'm going to do that right quick. Okay, so I have my cup of water. Just going to dip your finger in it lightly. Kind of shake it off. Then you're going to pat down your flowers. Just make them a little flat and round, like so. And then it's going to look like this. And you're going to put a little white dot in the middle. Pat that down. Be sure not to pat with the same finger you patted the red flowers because it will stay in the middle like a pink. Then your top is going to look like this. There's your drop flower. Then I'm going to do some swirly drop flowers. I just used the border tip that I used to make the spiral border. We're going to squeeze out the white until it comes out red. Okay. Going to twist it off like we did before. Alrighty. So then we just have a variety of flowers. Then I'm going to show you how to make some rosebuds. Take your rose tip. Make sure the fat bottom is facing the bottom. Then you're going to take it and you're just going to swivel it like this. So now you have rosebuds at the bottom like that. Now I'm going to take my leaf tip again, and we're going to apply some leaves around the edges of the flowers. Cake decorating really is fun. It's a good stress reliever. At least I think so anyways. Okay? And you're just going to put it at the tip of the flower petal. You're going to pull, you're going to squeeze and then pull. Squeeze a little bit, then pull. And just do that so repeatedly till you feel like you have enough leaves around the flowers. Alrighty, here we go. We now have a cake. It's really pretty and it's really easy to do once you get the hang of it. So this is my video on how to decorate a cake. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope I was real helpful to you in learning the little tips that you need to learn how to decorate a cake. Thank you.